Welcome to video 3 of the iPrint migration video training sessions. In this segment we're going to talk about how to automate the iPrint client address change. I'm going to demonstrate that. We've already talked about how we're currently in this undesired configuration where these iPrint clients are pointing to the DNS name of the server, and there's a way to automate that to change it to the desired configuration to a transferable DNS name. So the first thing you need to do is decide on a name. I chose PRNT-MGR as my transferable DNS name. Then you need to go into DNS and assign that name to an address. In this case, I actually don't have DNS, so I'm just using host files. So I'm going to go into my Etsy host file. And here I already have it entered, I just have it commented. So I'm going to have that resolved to the IP address of the NetWare server. Okay, I'm done there. Yes, I'll exit. And then on my workstations, similar. I'm on the host file of my Windows XP machine. I'll remove the comment, and I'll do the same on my Windows 7 machine and remove this comment in the host file. Then I need to unload my print manager and load my print manager with the DNS name switch to the name that I've chosen, which is prntmgr.noveldemo.com. And if DNS wasn't working, I would have received a message saying I can't find that name. We can find it because I entered it in the host file. Here are my printer agents, and that one needs attention, which is what I expected. I put in an invalid IP address for him. And now I get a pop-up on my workstation. This is my Windows XP workstation. The administrator has renamed or modified Demo Printer 2. Please wait while this printer is updated. I click OK to that, and now he is uninstalling that printer and reinstalling it, pointing to the transferable DNS name. Let's check up on my Windows 7 machine. Similar message. The administrator has renamed or modified. Oh, here comes XP. It says he's been completed, so I click OK to him. My Windows 7, I'm back to him now. A printer of NWSRVR1, noveldemo.com, PRNT2. Please wait. Oh, I just got a pop-up from my XP machine again because I had two printers. Remember, I had printer 1 and printer 2. And I'll say OK to him. And I'll say OK to my Windows 7 message. Oh, and Windows spooler wasn't happy for some reason. Now, you don't need to receive that pop-up message. There is a way to suppress that, and I'm going to show you how. We're going to go back into that iPrint.ini file, the sys apache 2 htdocs ippdocs. And at the very bottom, there's a feature called InformUserOfUpdates. The default is set to 1, which means inform user of changes via a message box. You can change that to 2. Do not inform the user of changes. Most administrators I speak with prefer this value to be 0. They do not want their end users to have the option to click OK or not click OK, or they don't want their end users to be confused by what's going on. They just want the change to occur. So you'll need to think through that and decide what's best for your environment. So let's check. Oh, that's right, my print spooler went awry. Let's stop it. And notice both of them say Novell Demo now, but let's look what they're really pointing to. We go to Ports, and notice we're pointing to the transferable DNS name. Now we're in the recommended configuration on this Windows XP machine. Yeah, this is a test machine that I'm working on. I'm not sure why the print spooler went south, but normally that won't happen. But I have lots of odd configuration on this machine. So now we're in the good setup on the Windows XP machine. Here is a notification telling me that the change has been done. And let's view it in our devices and printers. Notice it has the demo. And let's look at the properties. See what the address it's really pointing to. And yes, it is pointing to the transferable DNS name. We are now in the recommended configuration for both of the workstations in this little test experiment. Just a note, notice the machine did need to be on for this process to be activated. So you might need to wait days, maybe even weeks. If you have users on vacation, they don't turn on their machines, they're not going to receive that pop-up. So you'll want to wait until you're confident that all the end users have received this pop-up before you start transitioning your users to the new server. So that is a demonstration of how to automate from going from the undesired configuration pointing to a DNS name of the server or IP address of a server to the desired configuration pointing to a transferable DNS name.